What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel with me, Clem Boogie. NFL Week 9. Let's get it together, people. A lot of teams moving and shaking. A lot of teams trying to solidify their positioning. A lot of teams trying to impose their will on one another inside these rival divisions. I don't know what to make of it. Maybe you do. I certainly do not. But what I can tell you is we're all taking a gamble. We all in this together. So with that being said, you know how I give it up on this channel. 4 picks, 1 upset alert. Let's make some money. First game up is the Atlanta Falcons versus the LA Chargers. Two teams with surprising outcomes thus far. LA Chargers are missing their primary receivers in Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Justin Herbert has been banged up. That defense in totality has been banged up. There's a lot of question marks laying over there. But on the other side, you have the Atlanta Falcons. Very surprising. They've been winning, which hasn't been a mainstay in Atlanta for quite some time. Obviously, people had their doubts with Mariota being there, young drafty quarterback in Ritter backing him up, and their young core of receivers and Cordell Patterson, who seems to be the Swiss Army knife for that team. But with that being said, I'm taking the Falcons due to them being healthy and available. All the things that the LA Chargers are not. So with that being said, I'm taking the Falcons with the points, and I believe the number is at 3. So that's my pick. Next game up pits the Green Bay Packers versus the Detroit Lions. Yeah, we've heard all the news as it pertains to Aaron Rodgers. He's brash, he's pretentious, he's a diva. The list goes on and on. He's chastised his teammates, noted they're very young, inexperienced, and him as a leader, he's supposed to lift them up. But anyway, it's a team game. On the other side, we have Jared Goff. He's very talented. I don't know what seems to be the issue with Jared Goff. Former number 1 pick overall. He's with the Detroit Lions, formerly of the LA Rams. Rams decided to move off from him. Whatever. Today is today. And here we are. We pit these two individuals, 2 different caliber type quarterbacks. We know what we get with Aaron Rodgers. We just haven't seen it, but we know what he's capable of. On the Detroit side, they're young, they're spry, they're full of energy, and anything is possible with them. What I do know is expect a lot of points in this game, and to the tune of where the over-under, I believe, is at 49. Look for that number only to go up, but if you want a sure shot with this, I'm looking for Green Bay to actually cover, which they haven't done relatively in a long time. I mean, if you check your watch and if it looks like mine's, it looks real meek for Green Bay, but I don't really see very much resistance coming by way of the Detroit Lions. So take Green Bay covering the 4 points. Next game up is the Tampa Bay Bucks versus the LA Rams. I don't really quite understand the scheme that the Rams are playing with. I don't know what kind of coaching style they're being shown or what preparation they have. All I know is it just looks like an ABCD type offense. It's disaster, it's putrid, it's terrible, it just plain and simple sucks. Whenever you have a quarterback and he is zoned into one, I kid you not, one receiver, that one receiver being Cooper Kupp. The quarterback that I'm talking about in question is Matthew Stafford. Has arm talent out the wazoo, but for some reason, turnover machine, and he is not willing to change. He's relentless, not willing to look at his other receivers, not even glare, wink, smile, do anything, or a breath of fresh air to that in anybody's direction. He does forget that he has Allen Robinson, who was a perennial Pro Bowl receiver, but Allen Robinson has as much passes in the last couple of games as much as I have. Guess how many passes I've caught in the NFL this season or ever? None. Right. Correct. None. He's not even giving him a look. He's just so zoned in on Cooper Kupp. So look for Tampa Bay, even though they're kind of beat up on the defensive side, look for them to just bracket Cooper Kupp and just make it very hard for Matthew Stafford to look for his security blanket. Look for the Rams to throw the ball, swing passes, and attempt to run the ball. I'm not going to say they're going to be successful with it. They will attempt. On the other side, you have the Tampa Bay Bucks. They haven't been playing great football either. Yes, Tom Brady is widely recognized as the GOAT, but he ain't playing like it. Yes, he doesn't like to get hit. Has he been getting hit a lot lately? Yes. Is anyone trying to do anything about it? No. You and I can figure out you have to run the ball at some point. I think people forget that Tom Brady is on the verge, if not already, 45 years old. And you're asking him to throw the ball 40 to 50 times out of the game. Not working. We've seen how that's been a recipe of disaster. People have questioned Chris Godwin's route running this season. He just plain and simple does not look the same. I don't know. And Mike Evans, he's a tall, stout receiver, possession receiver. He's not burning anybody. His job is to overpower and just play the box out position. But it hasn't been happening. Luckily, they're playing the Rams. The Rams, for whatever reason, are sniffing their own stuff. They have not recognized that they are the defending champions, and there are people gunning for them. No one's going to feel sorry for you. But with that being said, I'm looking for Tom Brady and company to rejuvenate themselves and cover the 3 points that they are giving the Rams. Next game up is the Tennessee Titans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to hold you. Patrick Mahomes, his host of receivers, and that marquee tight end, his safety blanket, Travis Kelce, will run up and down the field on this putrid Titans team. Yes, I understand they have Derrick Henry in the background as the running back position, but they have Ryan Tannehill as their quarterback. Ryan Tannehill does not strike fear in anybody's heart, anybody's defense, anybody's coaching staff, anybody's coaching scheme. With that being said, let's keep it nice and short. Kansas City Chiefs will indeed cover the 12.5 points. And that's all I have to say about that. My upset alert is by way of the Ravens versus the Saints. Yes, I know. Lamar Jackson. He's damn near untackable. He cannot be touched. He's gone in the blink of an eye. Yada, yada, yada. I can't say much about him. He is the lethal weapon of the NFL. But as it pertains to this game, which will be the Monday Night Football game, look for the Saints to devise a scheme where they contain Lamar. I'm not saying they're going to stop him. They're going to contain him and utilize their weapons that are still there. I understand Mike Thomas is out for the foreseeable future, if not the whole season. But they do have Chris Olave. Now pay attention to what I say. Chris Olave is a very special, talented young man at the receiver position. We do have other hosts of characters in the receiving core, but I think people tend to forget we still have Alvin Kamara. Very elusive player, very hard player. He's hard to tackle. It's hard to game plan for his type of running back. Doesn't matter who's going to be quarterbacking. It could be Andy Dalton. It could be Winston at the QB position. But hey, it is New Orleans. They like their gadget plays. They make things happen. They have their gumbo going. You never know what's going to happen. But I'm predicting that the New Orleans Saints will upset the Ravens. Yes, I understand the number is only at 1.5, but if you want to play it safe, take the 1.5. But I'm going out on a limb and I'm taking the Saints to flat out win. So now you have 4 picks, 1 upset alert. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Talk to me. You can always comment. I'm here to listen to the improvement. Like I always tell you, I'm not here to bombard you with analytics and strenuous statistics that mean absolutely nothing to you. We're not coaches. We're not GMs. We're none of that. We're just people who enjoy the game. It just happens to be at a juncture where we enjoy the numbers and the kickback that we get. After all, who doesn't like to see the sight of money after you made a prediction? We all do. But with that being said, I'll catch up with you next time. And it's with me, Clem Boogie.